What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Fisker. It is getting absolutely massacred today. I want to break it down on why and whether it's justified or not. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that said, let's get right to it. So at the time of doing this video, it is down 61.7%. So pretty much close to a new 52-week all-time low for Fisker. And it is largely because of what they put out first thing this morning at 8:33. So Fisker filed for bankruptcy protection, the second electric vehicle blah, 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 to do so in the past year. And so when it comes down to Fisker filing Chapter 11, this shouldn't be news to anyone because, like I've said, reorganization, which they've been saying for the last 3+ months, that is Chapter 11, where they do make necessary payments. They kind of just try to balance their books as best as possible and come up to more of a manageable payment plan. But they do still stay open. Chapter 7, on the other hand, is where they close the door, and that is it. So in reality, this is kind of known information. And my last video, it's been a while since I've covered Fisker, only because, like I've said, at that time period, they only had 2 months of liquidity left, and that was done in April. Lo and behold, here we are. So very much accurate, and I just didn't see much of a future for Fisker whatsoever. So I kind of felt justified to not really do any videos, but I saw today's sell-off, and I just wanted to quickly pop on and say that it's still technically open. They are selling some assets, but that's no different than what they recently announced about their fire sale for their vehicles, because equivalently, that's the same thing. Just clearly that wasn't enough. Now they're going to have to sell larger assets. Still, they do remain open. If they do file Chapter 7 though, then that's lights out as it. So right now, I feel like just this is somewhat of an overreaction, unless prior to today's news, a lot more optimism was factored into the stock price. I think it was fair to assume, based on Heinrich's previous interviews, that there was going to be no deals whatsoever. He even said, prior to even the bankruptcy rumors coming out, which was I think in March or something like that, the fact that he already mentioned that they tried to get funding from several OEMs, and that was leading up to the 6 months or possibly longer. So clearly, I think the writing was on the wall that nobody was going to come to Fisker's rescue. A lot of negative things have come out since then, just on how Heinrich just did not manage anything correctly, as well as this recently did come out right here about them about them recalling vehicles. And so it just gets bad to worse. And so once again, is right now a good time to buy? Most definitely not. My own opinion, of course, not a financial advisor, but right now they are factoring in, based on what is happening, Chapter 7. So just wanted to kind of let you guys know that the doors are still going to remain open. They are selling larger assets, but today might be somewhat of an overreaction. So let me know your thoughts on Fisker. This is definitely a whole different level of risk for a lot of individuals. It's kind of the final line, and no doubtably, probably a good 80% of all reorganizations don't work out. So maybe this is one thing that's really influencing the price today, just people assuming that nothing is going to happen and that it will be going to Chapter 7. And just for full transparency, if a company does file Chapter 7, their stock will still continue to trade for a good amount of time. And that's only because of the potential realized assets that common stockholders could receive. So that's how you do see sometimes dead companies or bankrupt companies still trading on exchanges. It's because of the potential realized assets. So let me know your thoughts on Fisker. Like I said, I stopped covering it for a while now because I just saw the writing on the wall. It was very apparent. I just kind of wanted to do some more educational videos at the time, just breaking it down on some of the recent news. But this was, again, the writing on the wall. Reorganization is chapter 11. So I think just people maybe were just misinformed or whatever else. So let me know your thoughts on Fisker. Give yourself a shout out if you are bold enough to buy. Do you think that they're going to climb themselves out of this kind of circumstance that they're in? Or do you think it's going to be lights out? What's your thoughts? But one final thing I just wanted to share with you, even though Fisker essentially is going down the drain, you can get some free stocks. So simply sign up for a new account with Moomoo, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.